Hello, we are on the Real Programming channel. My name is Andrei. This is our 11th lesson. I greet you. We will talk about the relativity, grand challenge, and web page construction. Let's go. Here is your challenge to put your relativity skills to the test. We've got a website for the top 100 albums in a folder named Music. In this folder, you'll find HTML files, other folders, and images. Your challenge is to find the relative paths we need so we can link from our web pages to other web pages and files. On this page, you'll see the website structure on the next page. You'll find the tasks to test your skill. For each source file and destination file, it's your job to make the correct relative paths. If you succeed, you will truly be champion of relative paths. Good luck. Feel free to drive right on the website picture to figure out the path. It's time for the competition to begin. Ready, set, right. Top 100 HTML is in the music folder. So to get the two genres HTML, we had to go down into the genres folder. HTML cross. How does the crossword help you learn HTML? Well, all the words are HTML related and from these chapters. In addition, the clues provide the mental twist and turns that will help you burn alternative routes to HTML right into your brain. You needed to add link with the label back to the long at the bottom of the Elixir page that points back to long HTML. Here's our solution. Here is a new element pointing back to the long. We put the link inside its own paragraph to keep things tidy. We'll talk more about this in the next chapter. Exercise solution next. And next. Trace the relative path from long HTML to directions HTML. Where you discovered it, complete the A element below. Here is a solution. Did you change both elements in long HTML? Directions HTML, your answer is here about select directions HTML. Yes. Next, relatively grand challenge solution. Top 100 HTML is in the music folder. Genres HTML is down to genres directory. From top 100 HTML, we go down into genres. And then down into rock and find Pink Floyd HTML. And then this way a trick one from Coldplay HTML wizard is down in the rock folder. We had to go up to folders to get the music and then go down into images and finally artists to find the images Chris GIF will. So chapter 3, buildings blocks, web pages construction. Yes, so I was told I'd actually be creating web pages in this book. You've certainly learned a lot already. Text, elements, links, paths. But it's all for nothing if you don't create some killer web pages with that knowledge. In this chapter, we're going to ramp up construction. You're going to take a web page from the conception to blueprint. Put the foundation, build it, and even put some finishing touches. All you need is your head and your toolbed as well. Be adding some new tools and giving you some insider knowledge that would make Tim the Toolman Taylor proud. What better way to enjoy my new Segway than to hit the open road? I am reading it across the entire USA and I've been documenting my travels in my journal. What I really need to do is get this in a web page so my friends and family can see it. Tony's journal. Make sure you already taught Tony's adventure. They'll come in handy throughout the chapter. From journal to website at 12 mph, the Segway's top recommended fit. Tony's got his hands full driving across the United States on his Segway. Why don't you give him a hand and create a web page for him? Here's what you're going to do. First, you're going to create a road sketch of the journal that is the basic for your page design. Next, you'll the basics use building blocks of HTML, H1, H2, H3, P, and so on to translate your sketch into an outline or blueprint for the HTML page. Once you have the outline, then you're going to translate it into real HTML. Finally, with the basic page done, you'll add some enhancements and meet some new HTML elements along the way. Sharpen your pencil. Stop. Do this exercise before turning the page. Yes, take a close look at Tony's journal and think about how you would present some information in a web page. Draw a picture of that page on the right. No need to get too fancy. You're just creating a road sketch. Assume all his journal entries will be on one page. Things to go think about. Think of the page in terms of large structural elements, headings, paragraphs, images, and so on. Are the ways his journal might be changed to be more appropriate for the web? The road design sketch. Tony's journal looks a lot like a web page. All we need to do to create the design sketch is to get all his entries on one page and map out the general organization. It looks like for each day that Tony creates an entry. He has a date hidden, an optional picture, and a description of what happened that day. Let's look at the sketch. Tony gave his journal a title, Segways in USA, so let's get that right at the top as a hidden. He also gave his journal a description. We'll capture that here as small paragraph at the top. Each day, Tony creates an entry that includes the date, usually picture, and a description of the day's adventure. So that's hidden an image and another paragraph of text. Sometimes he doesn't include a picture in this entry. He just has a hidden the date and a description of the day's event. The third entry should look just like the first one, a hidden, an image, and a paragraph. And like Tony's paper journal, our page length isn't limited, so we can fit many entries on the web page. His friends and family can just use the scroll bar to scroll toward his entries. However, notice that we reversed the order of the journal entries from newest to oldest. That way, the most recent entries appear at the top, where users can see them without scrolling. From a sketch to an outline. Now that you got a sketch of the page, you can take each section and draw something that looks more like an outline or blueprint for the HTML page. Here we're taking each area of the sketch and created a corresponding block in our blueprint. All you need to do now is figure out which HTML element maps to each content area, and then you can start writing the HTML. Exercise, web construction. You've already figured out the major architectural areas of the page. Now you just need to nail down the building materials, use the elements below to label each area. You won't use them all, so don't worry if you have some building material left over, and don't forget to wear your hard hat. And on this, our 11th lesson is over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Please put likes, share with friends, comment, eat bananas, chocolate and nuts, drink more water for the effective work of our brains. Bye.